Hi there, Taurus. I hope you guys are well. I want to go ahead and get into a reading for you for the rest of February 2024. And before we get into it, I want to say I am doing a special for readings for the rest of the month of February. I'm going to go ahead and do $30 a question, $15 for additional questions, and $100 for one-on-one sessions. Okay, and all of those are recorded. And so if you're interested in that, feel free to contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm using PayPal and Cash App. So the description for all of that information is in the information is in the description, in the thingy below the description box. You know what I mean. All right, Taurus. So for this month, it feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels like a breath of fresh air. First of all, your general energy is the three of, I almost wanted to say Six of Swords, which is about moving on. It's about finding clarity and ease in a situation, getting away from something that's problematic, But here with the Three of Swords in reverse, this can talk about, overcoming emotional despair, overcoming problems and situations and relationships, whether it be within your own self or with other people. It's important here too to allow yourself the freedom to breathe. Some of us can be we hold on to pain. Okay, so whatever you can do to I want to say agitate that pain, to shake it up, to loosen its fibers so it can be freed. That is what's needed, So if that means meditation, if it means going for walks, if it means getting into physical activities, I feel like that might also be very important for you to exert energy so our mind can be free from these things, exert energy so your physical body can be free from these things, or at least have an avenue or outlet to expend energy. Okay, we don't want to turn inward on ourselves. We want to move forward. Your oracle energy is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like you guys have had like this situation where in your life as of the past little while, maybe even a couple of years, it feels like there's been a lot of heavy energy on you, a lot of restrictions that may not have either been seen as fair or I want to say even necessary. And some of that you're going to need to make peace with and have resolve on your own, but move through it. Okay, this isn't about hanging on to stuff. With your action and energy, or your action and approach energy, we have the Fool. This is about new opportunities. It's about jumping in, not worrying about what the outcome is, just seeing, working from a place of our own happiness, our own excitement to engage in something new. This is about new growth, new energy here, okay? It talks about things where I almost want to say the approach is to be fresh. The approach is to almost, remember when you were a teenager and you really wanted something and like you were excited about it, you kind of went after it. It's kind of that energy. We don't want to sit and stagnate. We don't want to have our emotions muffled by past, I want to say, encounters, experiences. We want to trust that there's always a new opportunity should we choose to create it and take it. Okay, so your approach to this month is definitely to just get up and go. Trust your intuition. Move forward here. Allow the worries and the hang-ups of the past to dissipate, because they're not they're, I want to say they're no longer active in the ways that they used to be. I feel like you guys have grown a lot, and there's a lot of happiness that can be garnered from that. It's a shift in perception here, okay? And here in your communications, you have the three of wands, goodness, in reverse. Now, as far as communications go, especially when it comes to the people in our lives, are like the most important ones, things that may have caused pain, things that may have caused situations to fall apart. I feel like there's a necessity here for us to move past it. Here, the Three of Wands is like kind of about holding on to situations. It's having a lack of confidence in moving forward, or a lack of confidence in communicating something to somebody. If you need to address something to somebody, do so. It's important for you to get that off of your mind. If you feel that it's important to write something down, like a letter to somebody, then do that. If you don't need to share it with them, however it is, this whole thing is about release here, Taurus. And so I'm asking you to be mindful about how you engage in pain. I'm asking you to be mindful about how you allow yourself to be withdrawn and hold on to situations that have not necessarily been helpful to you, but they've hindered you because they kind of cloud your mind in a way where it becomes immobile, stagnant. And so here we're alleviating that. But I do want to say that it's important for you guys to trust that freedom is available to you. You know, trust that there is an opportunity that is better than this one. Allow things to expand. Here we're kind of like holding on to stuff. And so if we've got gripes with people, if we have difficult communication with people, I really feel that it's important for you to make peace with that, communicate it, write it down, express it however you need to get out of your system, and release it. This is no longer holding on to that, okay? It blocks your happiness. It blocks your enthusiasm. It blocks your opportunities for just going into something and making some enjoyment happen in your life. As far as your health is concerned, we have the Two of Swords here, Taurus. Two of Swords is an interesting energy for health, just because it can talk a bit about like, sometimes we might have something, I guess I want to say like an inkling about something we've been worrying about, but like it's, okay, so this is how I want to put it. So when I was a youngster, I was very worried about STDs, okay? And so I anytime would have like any type of like sexual encounter, I would panic because my mind would race. And now I'm creating all these stories in my mind where it's like, I might have this, I might have that, I might have this. And it's like, well, no, you didn't, but go get tested. This is, I feel like, where we're not moving forward on checking something out because we don't want it to be true. We don't want the fear to be true. We don't want to give the opportunity for that. So we hold on to it. But what does that do? What if you're wrong? It's important that that gets sussed out. Okay. This can also talk about like, if you're going through any physical pain, you're keeping your mouth shut about it. You're trying to put on the brave face. Organ pain, body pain, joint pain, whatever it is. For some of you, this is maybe important for you to check out acupuncture as well. You have, swords here. Swords represent needles. There's an element of that. Sometimes this can also be mental health, mental health being blocked here because of worry, because we're overthinking things. This is not a time to overthink. This is a time to take action in your life, Taurus. But be mindful that the fear attachment has to be dropped because it's no longer healthy for you. Well, I don't even know if it ever was healthy for you, but it's no longer applicable for you just because it doesn't align with the direction you're moving into, okay? As far as health is concerned, do your due diligence to go to the doctor, get checked up. If you're feeling pain, don't put on the strong face. Go check it out. Talk to people about it, especially if it's something that, would worry somebody. Talk to them about it. Maybe that can help to move that energy out of there so it's not so stuck. As far as your career energy, money, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy for money. It talks about you being steadfast in your position. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, this is excellent energy. It does mean that you're probably going to be hunkering down even more so to get your product out, to get your work completed. It's very patient energy. It doesn't jump into something immediately. It's for the long haul here, okay? So if you are choosing to go in a different path to be an entrepreneur, this is talking about just do it. Don't be afraid of it now. Don't allow yourself to just stagnate here. Trust yourself. The road is long, but it's worth it. It's worth it, okay? If you are already in a job working for another person, this can talk about advancements in money. a raise. It can talk about new positions as far as like getting bumped up to, whatever position. So there's a lot of positivity there. It also talks about somebody that is very trusted in what they do, so maybe a boss is kind of giving you a little bit of extra work here, but it's okay because you can do it, you can do it, and it's there. Just speak up for yourself if it's too much, okay? Don't hold that in. If you have any need to speak up for anything regarding your job, speak up. Don't hold that in, okay? We need to let go of situations that are like holding stuff almost hostage, okay? As far as your love and emotional love, romantic stuff, you have the Magician here. This is beautiful. It talks about new beginnings. It talks about going forward with something. For those of you who are in a love relationship already, this is the green light for you guys to, it's kind of like, I don't want to say redo, but like refresh, reestablish things, be intentional about how you connect with each other, how you give your energy to each other, how you fortify your relationship. It's about doing new things together, taking advantage of the time that you have rather than wallowing or feeling like boredom. We don't want to do that. We want to move forward here because it feels like there's been a slump, there's been a hump, there's been some sort of like blockage that we really need to walk away from, okay? And together with your partner, if you choose to do that, it will be beautiful. It offers you the opportunity to see life in a completely different way and transition into a much happier experience. For those of you who are single, get out and date. Go check things out. The Fool, the Magician. Go enjoy yourself. Go on dates. Go. I almost want to say like do things that. That's kind of weird. Okay. So I want to say like it's kind of weird. It's almost kind of conniving a little bit, but okay, I'll say it. For those of you who are wanting partners that have money, please don't be shallow, but like go to places with people that have money. Go to charities, go to auctions, go to places that serve really fancy food or like whatever it is. There's some element of like schmoozing and mixing. I hate that. It's not me. But some people may find the love of their lives in that type of arena. For those of you who that does not apply to, just move forward in a way where it's like, okay, I've learned from my personal experiences, my past experiences. I'm no longer holding on to this pain, and I allow myself to enjoy things. I'm not going to hold in any longer. I'm going to express myself. I'm going to experience more. And I'm going to take my time doing it so I can meet the right type of people. I'm no longer holding on to abandonment issues, abandonment wounds, feelings of inadequacy, stuff like that, okay? And for those of you who are just completely happy alone, doing your own thing, beautiful. This gives you more opportunities to create newer situations in your life. Go for it, whatever it is. Put your energy into it. Make it happy. Enjoy yourself, okay? So this is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope it helps. If you want to contact me for a reading, feel free to contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. All of the information is in the description box below. Take care, guys. Happy February.